Hey, Gina. I just heard something from my grandma. Is it true that you haven't been to the hospital to see Dorothy since the day she was hospitalized? On top of that, my grandma is saying that she's been the only one taking care of her this whole time.
Oh, Marcus? It's been a long time.
Long time? What are you talking about? I text you pretty frequently, and the only reason you could call it a long time is because you never respond.
Sorry. It's just that I'm so busy all the time.
Okay, so what about it then?
What about what?
About what I just asked about. Helping out Dorothy while she's in the hospital. Are you really just leaving this all to my grandma to deal with?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I've got work of my own to deal with too, you know. Thankfully, while your grandmother might be in her 70s, she's still really healthy and is more than capable of handling it. I also thought that taking care of her great-granddaughter would help her stave off dementia, so I left everything to her.
Really? That's the excuse you're giving? If it were just a day, I could maybe understand your reasoning, but to leave her alone to deal with everything all the way up until today? It's been 10 days since you've been to see Dorothy. That's both sad for her and way too long for my grandma to handle alone. We're talking about our daughter here. If a parent can't do something as important as help take care of their child, then what kind of parent are they? Do you realize how much of an emotional impact this is having on her? She's been in a hospital for 10 days and hasn't seen her mother since day 1.
Oh, so you're going to put everything on me then? What about you? If you're so angry about me not helping, I should ask if you've gone to see her yourself.
You know that's not possible. I can't help that my company sent me across the country for such a long time. It's not like I could just fly back every few days to check in. I was only able to just get back today.
Wait, what? You're back?
Yes. I'm sorry I haven't been able to do anything to help these past 10 days. My boss is really stubborn and has no family, so trying to convince him of how important it was for me to return home took a really long time. Thanks to Grandma using her phone to call me, I was able to talk to Dorothy and apologize for not being there for her. It still took a long time because I needed to contact headquarters to press the issue. In the end, I was able to be transferred back home and was given a different job that I could carry out entirely remotely.
Ah, is that so?
So
what?
Where are you right now?
Well, I'm out.
Out, huh? Out where, exactly? I noticed that your passport wasn't in the safe, for one thing. And I checked our family credit cards records, and there were charges made by a travel agency. And to top it all off, I saw more charges made from shops that aren't even in the country. I'd say it's pretty obvious what you're doing.
No, you're wrong. Someone must have stolen our credit card info or something.
Not a chance. The card would have been frozen the moment one of the charges was made if it seemed suspicious to the company. Someone would have had to contact the company to allow overseas charges like this. And that's still not all. Judging by the amount of money being spent and where the card's being used, I find it hard to believe that you would just happen to be on an international vacation by yourself. So, what's going on?
Okay, fine, I'll spill it. I'm in Cancun with a boyfriend.
A boyfriend? So by that, you mean some man you're cheating on me with, right?
Yes, that's right.
I can't believe you. Even if we ignore the problem of you cheating, you're doing it while our daughter is sick in the hospital?
Well, this is your fault, you know.
What? How is this my fault?
You let yourself get posted across the country and left me all alone. You didn't even think about how lonely and stressed you would leave me.
Oh, don't give me that crap. 6 months ago, we talked extensively about me getting transferred, and we talked about trying to move specifically so we could stay together, didn't we? I thought we could all move so no one would have to be left alone. But you rejected the idea outright because you didn't want to leave the busy life of the city behind to live in some place you called a hick town.
Well, what did you expect?
And in the end, you decided to cheat on me. But it's not even as simple as that. No, that just wouldn't be bad enough. You just had to leave the country while our daughter is in the hospital, leaving an old woman in her 70s alone to look after her. You just couldn't care less about anyone in the family, could you? You don't care about me. You don't care about Dorothy. You're horrible.
What is wrong with you? Why are you making me out to be the sole bad guy here?
Isn't it obvious? What good could anyone find in someone cheating on their spouse? There's nothing good about that. Tell me, what aspect of a mother leaving her sick daughter in a hospital and never visiting her, forcing an old woman to take care of her, and leaving the country on a trip to cheat on her husband is in any way not morally wrong?
Shut up, shut up, shut up! I don't care what you have to say. This isn't my fault. Now that it's come to this, I'm just going to stay on my trip until Dorothy gets discharged from the hospital.
Are you completely insane?
Look, she's still in the hospital, right? Well, then I'm just going to stay in Cancun until I've had my fill, and just come back later.
You've completely lost it.
Thankfully, all of the serious expenses that need to be paid over here are being handled by my boyfriend here. So, freezing my card won't force me back. You know, he's really an amazing guy. He runs a successful online business that rakes in over $200,000 a year. He also tells me he's made an absolute fortune on stocks, too. He told me he was totally fine with me extending my stay here, so you just deal with things over there however you like, okay?
You are incorrigible.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you came home, huh? Thanks to that, I can keep spending quality time with this amazing man without a care for anything going on at home. As for you, I hope you have fun working day in and day out, caring for a sick girl while working and doing housework.
This isn't over, Gina.
Well, for now it is, because I'm just gonna block you until I get back in the country. Toodles!
Marcus, are you okay? Oh, hi, Mom. I heard everything from your grandmother. I am utterly flabbergasted at Gina's behavior. Yeah, I'd say it's unbelievable if she hadn't shoved it in my face. Well, there's no point crying over spilled milk. What are you going to do now? Well, I still haven't managed to sort out my feelings yet. But one thing is obvious, at least. I'm going to file for divorce as soon as possible. Yes, I think you have to, for Dorothy's sake. Speaking of which, did you get a chance to tell Gina about that thing you talked to me about earlier? No, I didn't. Right when I was thinking of telling her, the whole cheating thing came up and I just forgot about it. Ah, I see. I see how that could have happened. Well, thinking about how things are now, maybe it will be better that I didn't tell her about it. I think you're right there. Anyway, there's something I need to ask you about. Your father and I have a proposal for you. A proposal? What if we speed up our original plans? Are you willing to come here earlier than you plan to? What do you mean? Well, the thing is, your father's company just got started on a pretty significant new project. Your father thinks your skill set would be a perfect fit for the job and was thinking of trying to open a position for you. What do you think? I am not quite sure how to respond to that off the top of my head. Well, this is entirely your decision to make. I know you need to think about Dorothy, too, so we're not expecting you to come up with a reply right away. But, well, if you're already planning on getting a divorce, then you know what I mean, right? Yeah, I guess I can see what you mean. By the way, your grandma's doing fine, so don't worry about her. Wow, she really is tough, huh? That's good to hear. Well, while we don't need a response from you right away, it would make things easier if you didn't delay too much in making your decision. Okay, I understand. I'll talk with Dorothy and Grandma about it and see if I can come to a decision. I'll keep in touch. Hey, Marcus. I got some divorce papers in the mail, so I went to the courthouse and filed them. I'll be expecting you to send my things to my current house and in pristine condition, too. I guess you finally managed to wake up and see reality, huh? Ah, so you got the papers in quickly then. That's good to hear. But still, to think that you just left me alone for half a year,
and then suddenly now decided to send the divorce papers? What the heck were you even doing all this time? Well, at least thanks to your inaction, my boyfriend and I were able to just be completely immersed in our time away. And now, we're back and things have never been better for us.
Well, to tell the truth, I wanted to file the divorce papers after everything was finally settled, but when I looked into the man you've been with this whole time, I realized that it would be better to get the divorce done with sooner rather than later.
Oh, wow. So you looked into him and were so shocked by how much better of a man than you he is that you just immediately surrendered. Am I right? Well, you were right on the money on that one. An insignificant worker bee like you is worth less than dirt compared to someone like him.
Well, to be honest, I couldn't care less about how he compares to me in your eyes. All I can really say is thank you very much for filing the divorce papers so quickly.
Huh? What are you thanking me for?
Well, anyway, since you've gone through the trouble of so quickly cutting all ties between us, there's nothing left for me to worry about. Honestly, I really can't thank you enough for just making everything so quick. I was worried you'd put up a long fight and drag everything out.
What are you even saying? What? Are you so reluctant to leave me that you think you can just somehow make me jealous by acting all aloof about it?
Nah, nothing like that.
Then what's with you?
Well, I suppose I should stop joking around and actually start talking seriously.
Oh, that's right. I don't know if you're going to try to go after me for adultery or some crazy thing like that, but if you're going to try to demand damages, go for it. After all, my boyfriend is practically a millionaire, so he can do pretty much anything. I'll happily pay whatever price you want to name.
Nah, I don't really need any money from you.
Wait, really?
Well, anything I ask for would only be a drop in the bucket.
What are you even saying? I told you he's crazy rich. Have you not properly read a single text I've sent?
Oh, is that so? I'm not so sure myself, to be honest.
What do you mean?
This guy you've been seeing, his name is Joe Doe or something, right? Well, it seems like he and his company have been doing all sorts of illegal things.
I'm sorry. His company's doing what?
Well, for example, he's got some pretty shady connections to some nefarious groups of people.
You're joking, right?
And considering how you've been living it up with him on that dirty money, I think you could end up as the target of an investigation.
No, you're not serious.
Are you?
Me? Under investigation?
Really? You did me such a huge favor by filing the divorce papers so quickly.
No, you don't mean…
This guy's company is being searched by the police as we speak.
Searched? That's seriously happening right now?
Well, a friend of mine is living near where his company headquarters are located. And from what he tells me, it looks more like they're raiding the place. It looks pretty crazy over there, apparently.
No, you're just trying to scare me.
And, well, this is only speculation on my part. I think it wouldn't be too strange if this house would end up being searched in a similar fashion, don't you?
But wait, hold on. That's where I am right now. I've been living with him for a while already.
Yeah, I know. That's how I was even able to send the divorce papers to you in the first place.
Hey, hold on. I'm going to be going back to your house right now.
Why?
Don't mess with me. Isn't it obvious? If my boyfriend's a criminal, there's a serious problem here. Look, once we remarry, I'll properly take care of Dorothy and everything.
Do you really think you can just fix things just like that after what you've done? It's far too late for that. Dorothy's been out at the hospital for 2 months now.
What?
Really? And that's not all. Even if you tried to go back to our old house, you couldn't.
What do you mean I couldn't? Wait. What do you mean, our old house?
Well, the house you were thinking of running back to has already been demolished.
Huh? Demolished?
In a few days, Dorothy, Grandma, and I are all going to be moving to the UK.
The UK?
My parents are managing a company over there, so I'm moving there to go help them out. We're planning to depart once we've confirmed that your boyfriend has been arrested. So we've already sold the house.
You sold it?
Dorothy and my grandma are both really looking forward to the move. They're both excited to be living someplace new. Oh yeah, your parents and your brother have all moved away too.
Wait, they did? Why?
I mean, for someone to cheat on her husband with a criminal, that's not a daughter or sister they want to have in the family.
No way. But then where am I supposed to go? I don't have a home to return to anymore.
Don't ask me.
How could you do this? How could you be so cruel? Do you not care what happens to your wife?
You? My wife? Did you forget that we're already divorced? You filed the papers yourself, remember?
Please, wait. Let me take it all back.
I'm afraid that's not how it works. Not that I would be in a rush to get back together if it was. I have no clue what's going to happen to you from this point on, and frankly, I don't care. Feel free to live your life however you see fit. Completely separate from any of us. We don't care where you go or what you do, as long as we don't have to know about it.
Wait. Please.
Well, I've said all I needed to say, so I guess this is goodbye forever. Well, I can't say I know all the details since Jodo's company and house are still in the middle of being searched. But from what I understand, Gina fled to some other hidden house that he had. But soon after our text conversation ended, the police found it and they were both apprehended. I have no clue whether or not Gina actually knew anything about what Joe was up to, but... The next day, it was discovered that they were teaming up to trick other men into positions where they could be blackmailed. They also were charged with multiple other instances of fraud, so unsurprisingly, they both ended up being arrested. The number of crimes they had committed were too numerous to count, and they had managed to pinpoint Joe's illegal business, so... I'm really happy that we were able to accept Mom and Dad's proposal and get out of the country before things exploded in our faces. To say things are heating up in America would be a drastic understatement, so trying to live daily life would have probably become much more difficult. Thankfully, Dorothy has fully recovered, and she's just running around our new house happy as can be. From now on, we'll be doing our best to build up our new life in the UK, with open hearts and open minds.
Hey, sorry, but do you have a minute right now?
Steve? Yeah, I do. But aren't you at work right now?
I am, but I just stepped out for a second to talk to you.
What is it? It's not like you to do that while at work.
I know that, but this is important. Did you overdraw our account or something?
What are you talking about? What account?
You know, the joint account that we set up ever since we got married. We paid the rent from there, the bills, all that stuff that we both use together.
Okay, I know what account you mean. But I have no idea what you're talking about. What happened?
I got an email from the bank and they've canceled that card for the time being. I don't know what happened, but the bills won't even be able to get taken from there. And we need to pay for the power soon.
What? Does that mean that the utilities are going to get turned off?
Well, no, I should be able to pay it for now from my own savings, but I don't understand why this is happening. Do you really not know anything about this at all?
No, of course I don't. What would I know about this? Are you accusing me of something?
No, of course not. It's just that obviously we are the only two people who use this account, and since I don't know anything about it, I thought that you might.
Well, sorry, but I am just as much in the dark about it as you are.
Okay, no problem. I'll have to sort it out with the bank later then. Sorry, I have to get back to work, but I should be home fairly early tonight. It would be great if you could make something for dinner so the two of us can eat together.
Okay, sure. I will throw something together. What time do you think you will be back?
Hopefully around 6, but it shouldn't be any later than 6:30.
Okay, well, I will have something ready. See you soon. What's with the long face? Did you have a hard day at work or something?
No, it's nothing like that. Work was fine, but I went to the bank today. You won't believe what they told me.
Huh? What did they say? Why did you even go?
What do you mean? I told you yesterday that our card was canceled. I needed to go and sort it out with them. It's impossible to get anything like that sorted out over the phone, so I figured that I would go in person.
Yeah, right.
I barely made it in time as well. Why do banks have to close right after everyone gets off of work anyway? When are we supposed to even have the chance to go there? They close on the weekends too, so it's not like that's a possibility. I had to ask my boss to let me out an hour earlier today so that I could make it, and even then I was barely able to get there.
Well, I guess everything is done online these days, isn't it? Why go into the bank yourself when you can do everything online?
That would be fine if things actually worked like that, but it never does. Anyway, none of that is important. I found out why our card was canceled.
And why was that? What did the bank tell you?
Someone took almost 20 grand last week. They figured it must have been a fraudulent charge or that the card was stolen and canceled it as a precaution. Can you believe it? 20 grand gone just like that.
What? How could that be?
I have no idea, but it definitely wasn't me, and you said that you don't know anything about it, so it must have been some kind of scammer. I'll probably have to try and file something with the police and see if they can do something about it. I don't have much faith in that, though.
Oh, wait, what? The police? Why would you go to them?
Because we just lost $20,000. What do you mean, why would I go there?
But you just said that you don't have any faith in them being able to do anything about it. So why even bother going at all? It will just be a complete waste of time.
I still need to go and report it. Who knows, maybe something will come of the report. It's still better to do it than just accept this. I think I should have some time tomorrow, and I want to get it done as soon as possible.
Wait, no. Don't go to the police.
What? Why not? Why are you getting so worked up over that?
It's nothing. Just...
Hannah, you know something about this, don't you? You have to tell me what happened.
Okay, look, it was me, all right? I took the money from the account.
Are you kidding me right now? You took 20 grand from our savings account? Why would you even do that without even mentioning anything to me? You were the one who wanted to make an account like that in the first place. You said that once we have 40, maybe 50,000, then we could think about having a kid. We would have been able to save enough for that by the end of next year as well. And not only did you not tell me anything, you try to hide it as well? What the hell is going on here? What did you take that money for? Plus, did you think I wouldn't notice $20,000 going missing? What is wrong with you?
Look, I'm sorry, but I had to do it. Things aren't going well at my parents' place right now. Dad has been sick and his business is also not doing so well because of it. They're really struggling, so I had to give them some money somehow to help them out.
I didn't hear anything about any of that. Why didn't you mention it to me? And even so, that doesn't mean that you can just take our money without a word and give it to them.
What other choice did I have? You know that my dad is a businessman and is full of pride. He would never have asked for it himself, even if he really needed it.
What kind of pride can he have if he just took $20,000 of our savings? What the hell is that about?
He didn't take anything. I took it and I gave it to him.
You already gave him all of it? Just like that?
Yeah, that's right. I did.
Well, then I'll have to talk to him and try and get it back. I just can't accept something like this without saying anything.
You can't do something like that. I already gave it to him. What's done is done. There's no point trying to change things now.
We don't have the means to just give away $20,000 to someone like that. Are you crazy?
Think about how much money he paid for our wedding. It's only natural for us to try and help him out too when he is down and out.
What does the wedding have to do with anything? And it was only that expensive because you wouldn't budge on any of the expenses and wanted it to be a huge event.
Don't blame it on me. Thanks to that, you also have good memories from that night, don't you?
That's all really beside the point. We can't just be handing out money like this, and especially not without talking about it first. I'm sorry that things aren't working out too well for them right now, but we have to think about ourselves as well.
We'll be just fine without that money. We might have to tighten our belts a little bit, but it will be fine anyway.
But why should we tighten our belts when we don't even have to do that in the first place? And what about having a kid? Don't you want to start a family?
I'm fine without that right now.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
It's more important to look after the family members that are here and alive right now instead of thinking about those who haven't been brought into the world yet. And remember, my dad is part of your family now as well. Are you just going to ignore that he is in trouble and live your own life like nothing is happening?
I am telling you that this is wrong and you can't just do stuff like this without asking. I'll talk to him and see what he says. We should be able to sort things out between the two of us. He's always been fairly reasonable.
Don't you dare do that! I told you not to mention it to him. How many times do I have to tell you that before you get it into your head?
Do you seriously think that you're in the right here? Because you are absolutely not.
Don't think that you're always right either.
I am not always right, but in this case, I definitely am. How can you possibly think that what you did is at all okay? You didn't talk to me, and then you try to lie about it as well. We're not talking about you taking a little bit of money and buying yourself something either. This is huge.
Yeah, we're talking about me helping out my family instead. Oh, I'm sick of this. I am not going to sit here and listen to you. I am going to stay with my parents for a while.
What? Are you kidding me? You're just gonna get up and run away from this?
Oh, give it a rest already. This is exactly why I need some time away from you. I'm going right now, and don't you even dare think about calling my parents or dropping by.
David, it's been a while. Sorry to bother you. I know this probably isn't a good time. But I haven't heard from Hannah in over a week. How are things going over there? I'm beginning to get a bit worried. Steve, what are you talking about? Did something happen to Hannah? Look, it's been a week with no word from her since she left to go stay at yours. I don't want to play these games right now. Hannah isn't here. I haven't seen her for some time. What are you talking about? Look, I know about everything already, so there's no point in trying to pretend like you don't know. You already got all this money from me, and now you're going to take her side and try to cover for her? Watch how you're talking to me. I have no idea what you're talking about, and I've never taken any money from you in the first place. So is that this pride that Hannah was talking about? Your business is failing, and you have to take money from your son-in-law, and you can't even own up to it directly? Just tell me where she is and have her message me back already. My business? Failing? Don't you dare insult me like that. Things have never been better. You really think that I would let my business fail? Then what the hell do you keep mentioning money from? Have you lost your mind or something? Wait, what? There's nothing wrong with your business? Not a single thing. How did you ever get that idea in your head in the first place? Hannah told me that things were going poorly and that your health was being affected as well. That's why she took $20,000 from our joint account and gave it to you. This is the first I'm hearing about any of this. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, do you have time for me to call you right now? Something strange is going on. Yeah, sure. I'm sorry for being rude to you all of a sudden. It's alright. I'm sorry too. I thought you'd lost yourself and forgot who you were talking to. It's not surprising, though, if that's the sort of thing that Hannah has been telling you. Yes, this is a crazy situation, but I think I know what's going on now. Do you mind not telling her about all of this, or that I know that she's not staying with you? Of course. My lips are sealed. Thank you. Hannah, come on, it's been a week already. Just come back home already.
Oh my god. Your constant messages are so annoying. Just leave me alone. What do you even want?
Oh, you finally replied. Can't you come back home now?
Why? So you can lecture me all over again?
No, it's the exact opposite. I wanted to apologize to you.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, I realized that you were right that we should look after your family. Your dad has always been helpful and looked out for us, and I didn't do the same thing. It's just the shock of losing all the money that made me act like that, you know? But I see what you are saying now, and I wanted to apologize to you directly. So, could you come back already?
Well, if you see that you're in the wrong, then I guess I can go home again. I'm starting to get sick of living here all the time anyway. Seeing family is nice, but not all the time. By the way, you didn't call my parents or anything, did you?
No, of course not. I know that something like that would upset you.
Well, good then. I will come home later tonight.
Okay, great. I'll see you soon then. Hey, do you think you could come home as soon as possible? There's something really important that I need to talk to you about.
What? I can't just go home right now. It doesn't matter how important it is. I'm on a little trip, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're on a trip with Roy, right? The guy that you've been cheating on me with.
What? What are you talking about? Who is Roy?
Well, you should know more about him than me, but his name is Roy Arnold. Works in car manufacturing, 32 years old. You've been seeing him for a year or so, right? Does any of that ring a bell?
What? How do you know all of that?
See? I knew you would know who he is. I hired a private detective to keep some tabs on you and find out who this other guy was. It was a little expensive, but it's been worth it in the end.
What? You are spying on me?
You're the one who's been cheating on me. I don't need to hear any complaints from you. And I know that you gave him all the money that you took from our account. His business is failing, and he needed a little bit of a cash injection to stay afloat on some of his debts, huh?
Wait, he was really in trouble, you know?
Like I care about that. Maybe he should have had some better business sense like your dad has. Anyway, you should enjoy this trip while you can. We're getting a divorce as soon as you come back and sign the papers. I've gotten a lawyer and the papers will be ready for you.
What? A divorce? You can't be serious.
Of course I'm serious. Think about what you've done. Not only did you lie and cheat on me, you also stole all of that money too. But not to worry, I'll be getting all of that back from you, and more on top of that. My lawyer will make sure of that.
What? I can't give you the money. It's all gone. Where am I supposed to get all that money from?
I don't know and I don't care. None of that is my problem. Anyway, enjoy your trip with Roy. Things are about to get a whole lot worse for you when you get home.
Wait, stop. Don't do this to me, Steve. Please.
After that, I got the divorce as I said I would, and I got all the money plus more as well from the settlement. Of course, Hannah didn't have any of that money, but her parents paid me back and then cut ties with her because of what she had done. Hannah then thought that she could go and be with Roy, but to him, she was just a bit of an amusement and he wanted nothing more from her. It's all been quite a shock to me, but at the very least, I'm not in the red, and I found out about this all before we started a family together. Here's to a lifetime of happiness and joy. I can't believe that you and I have made it this far, Cindy. I mean, look, I'm not trying to say that I doubted it or anything, but it's just amazing. For us to actually go as far as marriage and to have such a romantic time with each other yesterday, it almost feels like a dream. You and I are married, right? I wasn't just dreaming, was I?
Nope. We have well and truly tied the knot. You and I are bound forever now. I took a big risk in getting married to you, Matthew. So you better do your best to protect me.
Of course, I'm a good person. You know I've always taken my relationships very seriously. I want to know that the person I'm with feels safe and secure. I'll give you whatever you want to. It's part of the reason why I've got this massive amount of wealth.
And you know what? That's also another reason why I absolutely love you. Not because of your money or anything, but just because of your personality and how much you care for me. It's a really good quality, Matthew. That's the thing that drew me to you the most.
Appreciation makes me drawn to you, Cindy. I'm very happy to do this type of thing for a person that I love and someone that loves me back.
Anyway, now that we have all the boring, sappy stuff out of the way, can I ask you something?
Boring?
There was this really cold and mysterious guy at the wedding yesterday. He had this weird, attractive aura to him. It looked like you were very close with him. You were talking to him for most of the night. What's his name?
Are you talking about Bruce? Yeah, he's one of my closest friends. The way you're describing him now sounds just about right. I often get those comments about him, even though he's such a softie on the inside.
Is he really? What a cool guy.
Hey, come on. You're a married woman now. I want you to be on your best behavior, Cindy. You're committed to me now.
Oh my God. Look, no, I would never do that. I'm a really good girl. I have values, you know. I would never cheat on my husband.
Are you sure about that? You are a very good-looking woman. I wouldn't be surprised if there were guys trying to get into your inbox on an hourly basis.
Okay, I mean, yeah. I can't really help that, can I? I mean, attention is attention. Even if I don't want it, I get it. But you know what? Those days are behind me. I'm not going to do that anymore, especially when I've got someone as amazing as you. I'm never going to risk something like that.
Okay, I'm convinced. But if that's the case, why are you so interested in Bruce? It's a little bit unusual.
Okay, well, the thing is, one of my friends was really interested in him. She's looking for someone to date recently, and she asked me about Bruce. So I wonder, is he single at the moment?
Well, as far as I know, he's available. He's also looking for a girlfriend too.
Is he actually? Wow, he must be looking for someone spectacular. I can imagine a lot of girls approaching him on a regular basis. Well, if that's the case, can you give me his contact information? I can take it from there.
Sure, let me have a chat with him first, though. Look at you go, man. Marriage, huh? How is it? How was the first day? Are you excited for a lifetime of misery? Oh, come on, Bruce. You told me the same thing yesterday. Try to have an optimistic outlook on my marriage, okay? Yeah. Look, I've already seen this story way too many times, but I'm hoping for the best for you. You're a really good guy, Matthew. I'd hate for something bad to happen, like your wife cheating on you or something. Well, like you said, I'm a really good guy, and I believe that if I'm a good guy, that type of thing is not gonna happen. Anyway, I've got something to talk to you about. Oh yeah? Oh, what's going on? Well, it seems like you were drawing a lot of attention to yourself at the wedding yesterday. I was? Yeah, or at least you drew the attention of someone, and they're very interested in you. One of Cindy's friends seems to really like you. Holy cow, really? One of Cindy's friends? That is crazy, man. Take a look at Cindy. She's an absolute stunner. She would only hang around with stunners herself, right? You would assume so, wouldn't you? So anyway, what do you think? Do you want to meet her? Hell yeah, I want to meet her. If I could meet a decent woman for once in my life, that'd be great. Especially if she's as attractive as Cindy. Hey man, can we have a chat? Sure, what's going on? Well, it's about me meeting that friend of Cindy's. Okay, did things go well? Yeah, I'm just really confused. In fact, I wasn't expecting something like this to happen at all. What's going on? Well, the thing is, I arranged a time and place with Cindy to meet this person. She told me to look my best and everything. She didn't want me to disappoint her friend. I took her advice to heart and wore my best outfit. I'm telling you right now, I looked sharp. The drip was on point. Yeah, talk yourself up. So anyway, I get to the location and I'm waiting around for a bit. It finally hits the time and Cindy starts walking up. She wasn't with her friend though. Okay, so I'm assuming her friend came a little bit later or something? Actually, no. Her friend didn't come at all. What do you mean? Well, Cindy said that she just wanted to have a talk with me and do some kind of weird interview process before she actually introduced me. I thought it was super strange. But then what happened after that was even worse. Wait, what do you mean worse? Well, look, man, I don't really know how to say this, but your wife was giving me some really questionable behavior. Oh, I don't like the sound of this. What do you mean by questionable? Well, I think she has her eyes set on me. When she said there was someone interested in me at that wedding, I'm pretty sure she was talking about herself. What did you just say? Yeah, she was extremely flirty, continually complimenting me on things, and then she even tried to invite me back to her hotel. Oh my god, you piece of crap! You actually slept with my wife? You're meant to be my friend. There are plenty of people out there. Why didn't you go for them? No, man, no, just listen to me. I didn't do that at all. Think about it, if I did, would I be messaging you like this? Well, you have a point about that. So, this is actually true, isn't it? She's actually been doing this only a couple of days after we got married? I'm afraid so, man. What are you gonna do about this? Well, I'm gonna have to confront her, aren't I? I can't believe this. Why would this happen? Well, I have to say, man, she's a beautiful woman. I kind of expected it to happen at some point, but then again, I didn't think she would actually go for me. You'd think she'd be a bit smarter than that. Hey, Cindy, you and I need to have a talk.
Oh my god, we already talked about that, didn't we? I get it. Fine. My cooking sucks. I need to get better. I'll work on it. Jeez, don't put so much on my plate. I just got married, didn't I? I really want to enjoy this while I can.
What do you mean, while you can?
Well, you know, it's a marriage after all. Things turn bad at some point. This is the honeymoon period. It's where we're absolutely obsessed with each other. So let me really take that in.
Oh, really? Is that what you're gonna tell me, Cindy? Are you really gonna say that you and I are obsessed with each other?
Well, yeah, baby, we are. You're my rock. You're my everything. My world revolves around you.
What a bunch of crap. You really expected me to believe all of that, Cindy? You don't think I might know what you've been up to?
What do you mean?
I know what's been going on with you and Bruce. I can't believe that you would be so stupid to actually go after my friend. You didn't think he'd tell me about that.
What do you mean? Nothing's going on between us. I'm so confused. I told you that I was going to introduce him to one of my friends, right?
That's not how it is at all. You wanted to get him all to yourself.
What a bunch of crap. I can't believe I'm putting up with this right now. Are you seriously going to accuse me of this? You don't even have proof that any of this is happening.
Are you serious right now? I've already got his testimony. Do I need anything more than that?
Yeah, you do. He's probably lying. He's just trying to put poison in your head so that he can break up this marriage. Don't you see that? Are you really that blind, Matthew? I honestly thought you were smarter than that.
Enough with this crap. I can't believe that I'm listening to this. What do you have to say about this then? I have a conversation between you and Bruce right here.
Bruce, where are you? It really hurts me when you ignore me like this. I know nothing serious is going on between us, but I'm really attached to you, you know? I feel like you and I are soulmates or something. I feel really bad about what happened the other day. We had such a good time together, and we didn't even get to spend the night together. I tried to plan everything out. I told Matthew that I was going to stay at my friend's house after I introduced you to my friend. It was all going perfectly, but I guess you had other things to do. That's a shame. But I'm sure sometime in the future we'll get a chance to be alone together and really explore each other. I can't believe where my life has ended up. I mean, I was happy being with Matthew. I thought he was going to be the best person for me. But then I laid eyes on you. I had no idea he had that type of person in his company. I spend every night imagining how much better my life would be if I were in your arms instead of his. You know, I told you the other day that him and I have had issues in the bedroom ever since we got married. It's pretty early, isn't it? That stuff never happens this early. The only reason that's happening is because I've been rejecting his advances. It's not because we have issues or anything. Well, there is an issue, actually. I don't truly love him. I truly love you. I want you, Bruce. I want you to message me. Please come ravish me. I'm waiting for your touch. I'm waiting for your lips. I'll always accommodate you, handsome.
So, with that out of the way, I have something that I want to confirm with you.
Oh my God, what is this? Did you actually put us into a group chat? That's the stupidest thing you could do. Why would you do this?
Just shut up, Cindy. I want Bruce to confirm this in front of me. So, Bruce, did Cindy refer to me as an ATM when you guys met me? Yeah, she did. Unbelievable. So that's always been your stance in terms of our marriage, huh? You saw all the money I had, and that was the biggest attraction point for you? I can't believe you, Cindy. This is despicable. What do you have to say for yourself?
I mean, come on. Am I meant to just control how I feel? I'm attracted to Bruce. He's the one I want to be with. That's just the way it is. It's how I naturally feel. So, what do you say, Bruce? I know that Matthew is your friend and everything, but do you really want to give up an opportunity like this? I know you're attracted to me. I'm pretty hot, right? You don't come across a girl like me every day.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I do, Cindy. I come across women like you all the time. I may look the way I do and have this cold attitude, but when it comes to marriage and that type of thing, I take it very seriously. And the type of woman that would actually cheat on her husband is the lowest of low. That's someone that I can never respect. So basically, what I'm trying to say right now is that you're worse than trash to me. You are absolutely repulsive.
Oh my God, Bruce! How could you say something like that to me? After I told you everything, you know how much I feel about you. Why would you hurt me this way?
It's just what you need to hear. You need to wake up to yourself at some point. You know what? I'm not really sure what Matthew's gonna do from this point on, but I'm hoping that he does the right thing. He better get rid of you if he knows what's good for him.
Hey, Matthew. Babe, I know how things are lately. I know it's a very stressful situation. We've hit a really big road bump, and we've hit it at the very start of our marriage. We can't try and downplay this, but we have to accept it. Something huge has happened. But you know what? I don't think that really matters. At the end of the day, that road bump was going to come at some point or another. Maybe you were going to be the one that caused it. Maybe it was me. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that these things happen, and we shouldn't take them too seriously. We don't want to make a decision based on emotion. This has only recently happened, and I think it's best if we both think about it. So, what do you say? Are you ready to bear through this one together with me?
Get out of here, Cindy. I know what you're trying to do right now. You're trying to salvage whatever you can from me. We already spoke with our parents yesterday. We're getting this divorce. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Oh my God, but why? You know what situation I'm in, don't you? You know that I quit my job.
I do know that, And I was perfectly happy with you doing something like that if we were married and you cared about me. But that's not the case, is it? The fact of the matter is that you saw an opportunity to take advantage of my money. You were going to live stress-free and continue indulging in your selfish needs. Well, I'm sorry, that is not the type of person that I want to support with my money.
Okay, but what am I going to do now? Are you actually going to make me pay for the wedding fees? You paid for all of that. Why should I be the one to do it?
Because that's what we arranged with your parents. They agree that you're in the wrong here, and that's just the way it's going to be. Now, if you want any hope of being able to pay me back, you better get yourself back into those hospitality positions. Even without you paying me back that money, I can live my life freely. But I don't like being disrespected this way. I demand that money back. Unfortunately for Cindy, she didn't take my advice after that. I highly recommended that she get herself into work. That was the only way that she could truly pay me back. Instead, she tried to go the marriage route. She tried to impress a bunch of rich individuals so that she could take a stab at their fortunes and use that money to pay me back. Unfortunately for her, I'm quite well connected. I know a lot of the wealthy people in the area, and I've already told them her story. The moment they found out her name, they didn't so much as look at her after that. Eventually, she had to settle for a lesser option. She found someone who was very enthusiastic about the stock market and showed off a couple of his successes. The fact of the matter is that the successes he showed were only 5% of his experience on the stock exchange. He's constantly losing money and trying to get it back again. Because Cindy was already married to him, not only did she have to pay me back, but she also had to cover his losses. She's now constantly working 24/7 to do just that. As for me, I've got to be honest, it was quite painful having something like this happen in my life. I was very keen on Cindy, and I thought that she felt the same way about me. But because of this, it shone some light on the situation. I can use my friend Bruce as a test for red flags. If a girl starts to chase after him, then maybe she's not for me. I have filtered out a lot of girls with this method. I know that one day there is going to be a girl who doesn't so much as bat an eye at Bruce. When that day comes, I'm going to marry that woman.
Hey, what the hell was all that about? Where do you think you're going? Where do you get the nerve to disrespect my father on his funeral day? What type of wife are you in the first place?
Leave me alone, Jake. I don't want to hear anything from you right now.
Excuse me, you aren't in a position to tell me to buzz off. I need an explanation now. Why the hell did you run off from the funeral? You caused a scene in front of everyone. They're all talking about you.
Jake, I really don't need this now. Just leave me alone for today. Just grieve your father's death on your own. I don't want to be bothered.
Honestly, you are something, you know that? What am I meant to tell everyone here? Look, I might put aside how disrespectful you were if you just tell me what happened.
Fine. So you really want to know what happened?
Of course! How many times do I have to say it?
It's that old hag of a mother of yours. I can't stand the garbage spitting out of her mouth.
Old hag? Don't talk about my mother that way.
After the things she said to me, I'll call her whatever the hell I want. She should have a taste of her own medicine.
You don't have the right. Especially on my father's funeral day. You're disrespecting me, my mother, and also my father. You realize that, don't you?
I respected your father, and I didn't want to leave him that way. Believe me, if I could have avoided this, I would. But she really has pushed me to the limit today. I'm not going to just sit there and take that type of abuse from her.
What you're saying doesn't sound anything like her at all. This is so hard to believe. I know my mother, and I've seen you two together. I can't imagine her saying anything to hurt you.
Not everything is as it seems on the surface. I think your mother has secretly despised me.
What makes you say something like that?
Well, up until your father died, things were smooth sailing. We weren't as close as two peas in a pod, but we were definitely on good terms. Now that he's died, I think she finally has the means to speak about her true feelings to me. Your father must have been some sort of guardian against her.
This is too outrageous for me to believe. Regardless of what's been told to you, don't you think it's your duty to be there at my father's funeral? Put aside however you feel for just one day. Sometimes bad things happen, but we still have to do what we have to do.
Sorry, today is out of the question. If I see her face again today, I have no idea what I'll do. Trust me, if you're worried about your dad being disrespected today, I wouldn't want me to be there unleashing terror.
If you say so. None of this is making any sense to me, though. Can you at least tell me what she said to you?
Look, I'm not in the mood to talk about this right now. Don't you have something better to do? What is everyone doing right now?
The funeral is finished and we've come back home for a feed and a chance to reminisce about my father. Why don't you settle down and come back?
No. Sorry, today isn't happening. And look, you have to be host. Your father isn't around to take care of everyone, so now you're the one that should be leading that party. It's best for both of us if we don't bother each other. We can talk about the incident later. Just go and enjoy the festivities for now. Took me a while, but I managed to shake free of my husband's clutches. My name is Emily. I'm 43 years old and I've been married to my husband for about 10 years now. We have an adorable little son by the name of Tim, who's now 7 years old. I've always gotten along with Jake and his family. His mom and dad have always treated me like family. Probably even more so than they treated Jake. Not even my own father treats me the way he did. The interaction between Jake's mother and I happened right before his dad was going to get cremated. During the funeral, Jake's mother didn't take his death well. She suddenly collapsed from the pressure and was sent to another room to recover. She said she didn't want to be crowded around by lots of people, so I decided to text her instead. When I did that, she had something very interesting to tell me. Harley, are you okay? You gave everyone quite the shock just now. Do you need a water or anything? I know you said you didn't want anyone to bother you, but I had to at least text you. Just let me know you're fine. I know we're in the middle of the funeral, but I'll prioritize your safety over that. I can't lose you as well as Jake's father.
Emily, you're such a sweet girl. Thank you for messaging me. I'll be all right. With all that's happening lately, the stress has finally gotten to me. I need to tell you that boy is honestly wasted on someone like you. I can't keep what happened the other day in the dark. He's pulled the curtains over your eyes. Don't fall for that man.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you saying Jake's up to something?
I can't believe he's tricked you all this time. He's taken your sincerity for granted. I know this will be hard to hear, but I have to do it. As your mother-in-law and someone that cares about you, I can't be silent about this. If I do, it's going to play on my conscience later. That man has been seeing a girl.
Interesting. So you're saying he's been cheating on me?
You have to believe me. I wouldn't lie about something like this.
I find it interesting that Jake would cheat on me after all these years. You would think that we consolidated our love for each other.
I know it's hard to hear, but you have to believe me. Look, I'll tell you what happened. This all happened a couple of nights ago. Jake came to talk to me about his inheritance of his father's money.
It's not just Jake's money, though. That's also being split with you, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. That's exactly why he came to me. That's when he let out the truth. He figured this would be a good time to finally get away with his woman. He threatened that if I didn't give him my share of the inheritance, he would leave you and Tim penniless.
He's actually thinking of ditching us? Why would he do that to his own son?
I don't know where this is coming from. I can assure you I didn't raise him to be this type of man. He filled out the papers to nullify my inheritance. All I had to do was sign. If I did that, he promised to not leave you two in a ditch. There would still be a chance you and Tim would make it out with just the two of you. You did the right thing, right? Of course I did. Don't worry. I signed the papers and you'll be getting child support from him. I won't leave you two financially unsupported on your own. Are you kidding right now? Why did you do that? What do you mean? This is the best outcome for you. Tim just started school and things are going to get quite expensive from this point on. How do you plan on supporting him if it's just you? You need my son's money. Harley, it seems you don't know me at all. I'm a fighter. I've overcome hurdles like this my whole life. I won't let some low, selfish pile of dung like my husband get away with something like this. I'll make sure he'll pay. I can guarantee you that much. I will do anything in my power to make sure he doesn't get away. All the while properly raising my son. How do you plan on doing that? I don't care what he told you. The law is the law. Whether or not he gets the inheritance from you, he still has to pay me. Not only that, but I hope he doesn't think he'll be getting our assets as well. I'll fight him in court for who should own what. The house, for instance. There's no way he's getting that. I'm sorry. I didn't know you had that much vigor in you. I thought you would be better off this way. I really regret signing that paper now. I spent my whole life with my husband. I'm not getting a penny from it. Not only that, but now it's being used for my son to do these wicked things. I couldn't imagine he would do something like this. His father would be ashamed. No, we aren't going to let that happen. I have a plan. Do you think he's already submitted the papers? I doubt it. He only asked me a couple of days ago. He would not have time to submit them. He's probably hiding it somewhere in the house. What do you plan on doing? Doing what I have to. I'm going to burn those papers. Now, better than later. You can't do that! The cremation is about to start. Think about your father-in-law. It's a special day. You only get this once. I know the type of man my father-in-law was. I know his values and what he respects. I can tell you right now that he would not respect the decision his son has just made. I know he would be sad I wasn't there today, but he would be even more sad if I let his son get away with this. You have a point. But if you suddenly start to go missing, people are going to start asking questions. That's true. I'm going to need your help on that one. If Jake chases me up on it, I'll say that you and I had some beef together. Can I rely on you to make up a good story? I don't know, Emily. I'm not like my son. I'm not that good of a liar. I'll do my best, though. You hurry along and burn those papers. I'll handle things on this front. Thanks, Harley. I really appreciate it. By the way, he used to hide things under his bed when he was a child. I'd say it's a fair bet that that's where he's put the papers. Oh, thanks. That would be the first place I'll check. I'll give you an update on how things are going. Boy, oh boy, what a night. For such a gloomy day, my relatives really like to liven up when the alcohol hits them. I'm feeling a little bit tipsy myself. I didn't expect you to be out there enjoying yourself after telling me off. Wasn't this the day to respect your father passing away? I mean, yes, it is. But come on, you have to get over it at some point. I'm sure he wouldn't want me crying about it every day. Anyway, I have something I need to talk to you about tomorrow. If it's what happened between me and your mother, don't worry about it. I've gotten over it. What are you talking about? Yes, that. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad we can look past it. No, it's something else. You don't need to tell me. I already know. It's about this woman you've had in tow for the past 4 years. Say what now? Don't play stupid with me. It just makes you look worse. Just admit what you were up to. Honestly, you are on fire today. What is wrong with you? You need to calm down. I'm not doing anything. What is it exactly that you think I'm up to?
I don't need to spell it out for you. Do you plan on ditching me for some young airhead? Leaving your son, too?
Hey, Emily, listen.
Not only that, but you actually threatened your mother for the inheritance. How low can you get? Is this really how you respect your father's memory?
How long have you known? I've made sure that I didn't leave any cracks. There should be no way you found out about this.
Jake, we've been married for a long time. Oddities in our relationship stick out. It was so coincidental. 4 years ago, you suddenly weren't able to go on the summer trip that we do every year. You gave some lame excuse that work gets very busy at that time of year. But I already know it never gets busy that time of year. Tim and I went on our holiday, just the two of us. Afterwards, I looked for clues around our house of you being mischievous. I find it very interesting that when I slept that night, there was this lovely peach-like aroma that I've never smelled before.
So what? What is that meant to mean? What if I was just aiming for that type of musk? It doesn't mean I had someone here.
Jake, there's days where you don't even shower. Don't try and act like you have some sort of passion for cleanliness. Besides, I found red underwear in your drawer that doesn't belong to you nor me. That's all the evidence I need.
Well, good for you then, honey. You were bound to find out about it sooner or later. So yes, you were right. I was going to talk to you about the divorce tomorrow. Nothing changes.
I didn't realize dimwits come in your size.
What is that supposed to mean?
Do you even realize how careless your actions have been so far? The document that you got your mother to sign is invalid. I found it wedged in a porno mag underneath your bed. What are you, 13?
Don't you judge me. Besides, that is a legal and binding document.
That was made under duress. You threatened her with it. She didn't sign that of her own will.
You really do think you're smart, don't you, Emily? It's fine. I've prepared for this type of situation. I took extra steps to forge my father's will. The old one is now irrelevant. I burnt it. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yep. And not only have you committed a crime, you have also forfeited your own inheritance. Congratulations! Honestly, you prove by the minute just how much of a dimwit you are. Have you been endeavoring on any other stupid escapades?
What do you mean forfeited my own inheritance?
I'm not the smartest girl in the world, but I do come across bits and pieces of information. As I was cleaning the other day, there was a program on TV for just this type of situation. On that program, it said if anyone that was in the will tries to tamper it any further, they would forfeit any possession they would have had in that will.
You have to be kidding me right now. So I'm not getting any of that money?
Bingo! Not only that, but I'd say there's a fair chance that you're off to prison now. Goodbye, family. Goodbye, money. Maybe even goodbye to that girl.
There's no maybe on that front. There's no way she's going to stick around me now. I've been extremely extravagant these past 4 years. I knew Dad was about to kick it. It was only a matter of time until I got that money. I racked up a large loan to compensate for our purchases. I bought her the best that you could buy.
Now you have no money to pay that loan back. Good for you, buddy.
If I'm out of the will, that means my mother is getting everything. Emily, you have to convince her. I'm her son, for Christ's sake. She doesn't want to see me suffer.
You've got the wrong impression, boyo. Your mother isn't on your side anymore. She's gravely disappointed in you. Your mother, myself, and your child no longer need you. The 3 of us are going to live together.
Hey, are you forgetting whose family that is in the first place? That's my mother, not yours.
Which just goes to show how devious of an act you committed. If your own mother is going to disown you, that really shows how bad of a person you are. I'm done talking to you now, Jake. Enjoy having everyone leave you. After hearing what happened with his father, Tim helped me take his father's possessions outside. We managed to get everything out in time before his dad got home. It was a rainy night and he was soaking wet. He was banging on our door for 30 minutes to let him in, but we weren't responsive. With only one place left to go, he decided to see the woman he's been cheating on me with. As you can expect, she gave him the cold shoulder and they broke up that night. We never pushed for charges on Jake. We figured if he was in prison, there'd be no way he could pay the child support. We let him free on his own. Which sounds good for him, but it actually turned out to be the exact opposite. He is still continuing his job at his company, but is also working a second job during the night. Jake's daily routine consists of waking up, working, going to his second work, and then going back to sleep. What little time he gets for food is probably during the breaks in his second job. The last time I saw him, he was exceptionally skinny, barely recognizable to what I remember of him before. As for myself, my son, and my mother-in-law, we're all living happily together. It took time to get over the death of my father-in-law. With such great support for each other, we managed to bounce back higher. While my son is missing his father, I'm sure he has a bright future ahead of him. With the financial support and the love from his family, I'm sure he is going to go far. All I have to do is make sure he doesn't turn out like his father. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video!